emotion, body, and the nervous system. Women over 40. Why you feel off. It's not just in your head. If there is one thing I wish more women understood, it is this. Your body is not separate from your emotions. Your mood, your energy, your sleep, your cravings, your aches, your burnout, your irritability, your anxiety, and even your sense of disconnection from yourself are not just in your head. They are deeply tied to your nervous system and to the daily habits that shape your physical health. By the time many of us reach our 40s and beyond, life has already asked a lot of us. We have carried responsibilities, stress, grief, caregiving, work pressure, hormonal shifts, and years of putting ourselves last. And the body keeps score. Quietly at first, then more loudly. I write about this with both knowledge and tenderness, because I know how easy it is for a woman to blame herself when she feels off. But often, what she is experiencing is not weakness. It is a nervous system under strain. The nervous system is the bridge between emotion and physical health. I often think of the nervous system as the body's internal communication highway. It is constantly scanning. Am I safe? Am I supported? Do I have enough energy to cope? When the nervous system is regulated, we tend to feel more grounded, more emotionally flexible, and better able to recover from stress. We can sleep more deeply, digest more comfortably, think more clearly, and respond rather than react. But when the nervous system is overloaded for too long, the effects can show up everywhere. Chronic tension in the shoulders, jaw, or neck, digestive issues, fatigue that rest does not fully fix, poor sleep, brain fog, heightened anxiety, mood swings, emotional numbness, feeling easily overwhelmed, increased inflammation and pain, just mentioned a few. This is where the connection becomes so important. Our daily habits either help regulate the nervous system or quietly keep it stuck in survival mode. How daily habits shape emotional and physical well-being. We do not need to live perfectly to feel better, but we do need to understand that the body responds to patterns, sedentarism, and emotional stagnation. When we are sedentary for long stretches, it affects far more than muscle tone or metabolism. Movement is one of the body's natural ways of completing stress cycles. It supports circulation, lymphatic flow, insulin sensitivity, mood regulation, and nervous system balance. When movement is absent, many women notice increased stiffness and pain, lower mood, sluggish energy, poorer stress tolerance, worse sleep, more inflammation over time. I am not talking about punishing workouts. I am talking about the profound value of regular supportive movement. Walking, strength training, stretching, mobility work, dancing in the kitchen, yoga, and getting outside. The body often does not need intensity first. It needs consistency and safety. An inflammatory diet and the mood-body loop. Food affects the brain, hormones, gut, and immune system. Over time, a diet high in ultra-processed foods, excess sugar, poor quality fats, and low fiber can contribute to inflammation, blood sugar instability, and energy crashes. And inflammation does not stay in your body only, but also in your emotions. It can influence mood stability, anxiety symptoms, increases stress, fatigue, joint discomfort, digestive distress, sleep quality, cognitive sharpness. For women over 40, this becomes even more relevant because the body is often becoming less tolerant of habits it could push through in earlier years. What once felt manageable now feels depleting. I have seen that many women do not need extreme restriction. They need nourishment, more protein, drink more water, more fiber, more colorful plants, more stable meals, less chaos around eating. A well-fed body is often a more emotionally resilient body. Poor sleep and a hyperreactive nervous system. Sleep is not a luxury. It is a biological repair. When sleep suffers, the nervous system becomes more reactive. Emotional regulation becomes harder. Cravings increase, patience drops, recovery slows. Cortisol patterns can become more dysregulated. Even small stresses begin to feel bigger than they are. Poor sleep can make a woman feel like she is unraveling when, in truth, her brain and body are simply under-restored. This is especially important in midlife, when hormonal shifts may already be affecting sleep quality. Night waking, lighter sleep, early waking, and feeling unrefreshed are common complaints. But common does not mean insignificant. When sleep is chronically disrupted, it often amplifies irritability, anxious thoughts, low motivation, inflammation, insulin resistance, weight changes, reduced stress resilience. Sometimes the most compassionate question is not, "What is wrong with me?" but rather, "How exhausted is my system?" Stimulants and the illusion of coping. Many women are running on caffeine, stress hormones, and sheer determination. I understand why. Modern life rewards override. But stimulants can create a false sense of energy while pushing an already taxed nervous system even harder. In some women, especially in midlife, too much caffeine can worsen anxiety, heart palpitations, irritability, sleep disruption, digestive discomfort, cortisol stress load. This does not mean every woman must give it up entirely. But it does mean we should be honest about when stimulation is replacing restoration. If I need caffeine to get through the morning, sugar to get through the afternoon, and wine to come down at night, my body is not failing me. It is asking for regulation, hormonal imbalance, and emotional vulnerability. Hormones and the nervous system are in constant conversation. Changes in estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, insulin, and thyroid function can all affect how a woman feels emotionally and physically. In women over 40, hormonal fluctuations can intensify symptoms such as anxiety, mood swings, poor sleep, brain fog, fatigue, increased sensitivity to stress, weight redistribution, low motivation, feeling unlike oneself. This is one reason so many women tell me, "I do not recognize myself anymore." That feeling is real, and it deserves to be taken seriously. Hormonal changes do not mean a woman is broken, but they can lower the nervous system's buffer, making daily stressors feel sharper and recovery feel slower. This is exactly why supportive habits become more important, not as punishment but as protection. What this means for women 40 plus. For women in midlife and beyond, the body is often less willing to absorb neglect without consequence. That can feel frustrating, but it can also become an invitation. An invitation to listen more closely, to stop normalizing depletion, to stop calling survival fine, to stop treating symptoms as personal failure. I believe many women over 40 are not asking for too much. They are asking for what their bodies should have had all along: steadier nourishment, deeper rest, supportive movement, reduced inflammatory load, emotional space, hormone-aware care, and a life that does not constantly demand self-abandonment. What I want women to hear most clearly: if you are more anxious, more tired, more inflamed, more emotionally reactive, or more disconnected from yourself than you used to be, please know this. There may be very real physiological reasons for what you are feeling. Your nervous system may be overloaded. Your sleep may be insufficient. Your blood sugar may be unstable. Your inflammation may be elevated. Your hormones may be shifting. Your body may be asking for help in the only ways it can. This is not about fear. It is about understanding. When we begin to support the body, emotions often become easier to hold. When we regulate the nervous system, we often feel more like ourselves again. When we respect the biology of midlife, we stop fighting our bodies and start working with them. A gentle but honest way forward. I do not believe in shame-based wellness. I believe in informed, compassionate change. That may look like walking every day, even briefly, eating meals that truly stabilize energy, reducing ultra-processed foods, protecting sleep more seriously, questioning our dependence on stimulants, addressing chronic stress instead of minimizing it, getting support for hormonal symptoms, learning how to regulate the nervous system, not just push through it. Healing is rarely about one dramatic fix. More often, it is about the daily signals we send the body. You are safe, you are supported. You do not have to stay in survival mode. And for many women over 40, that message can be life-changing. I hope this video helped you respect the biology of midlife, and stop fighting your body's hormonal changes, and start working with them to live a better life with more vitality. Thanks for watching.